This happened to me when I was around 14 years old. I was at a sort of religious class located far from our main school building. I was drawing my cartoon characters, waiting for my teacher. However, an hour had passed, and he didn't come. One of my classmates went out to see what was wrong, and it turned out that our teacher didn't arrive yet. So we had to wait a bit longer. After she told us that information, we continued waiting. I started drawing again until one of my friends, Aina, suddenly pulled on my sleeve and whispered, "Something is wrong with CT." I looked at CT, who was sitting at the back with the loud group. She wasn't saying anything or laughing. Well, it was quite weird seeing her like that, because she was the one who always talked a lot in that group.
She kind of looks like
Tyler.
She looks like she didn't, got no
piece of
sleep.
black cardboard and a pocket knife.
What's a pocket knife?
Since we had
Like a
an art
knife?
class that day,
Like a
I
sharp
thought
knife?
that she might have
Ew,
been doing
guys.
her homework at first, but I froze when I glanced at her the second time. She started carving something on the cardboard, and very aggressively. I couldn't see what she was carving, but she then woke up, went outside the classroom, and stood there staring at something. Aina poked my shoulder, signaling that I should check out CT's cardboard.
Why she?
So
Why
I
does she?
sneakily went to her seat,
Yeah, is she
grabbed
asking
a
you?
piece of
You better
cardboard she left on the table, and went back to my seat. As soon as we flipped the cardboard over, we got goosebumps all over our bodies. Something was written on it. The words meant we didn't disturb them, they disturb us, in our language. Aina and I looked at each other. When I got up to return the piece of cardboard, CT was already in her seat and stared at me with a scrutinizing look on her face. I sat down and slid the piece of cardboard under my desk. All of a sudden, I had this sudden urge to know what the heck was going on. So I got up and went towards her with Aina.
Cadence.
"Hey CT, how's it going?" I asked. But she didn't answer.
Cadence, stop moving, please.
Then I could hear Aina whispering the Lord's Prayer, and my
Good job,
ear
good job,
alarm started buzzing again.
Say that, Liz.
Then Aina tried to talk to CT, but for some reason, she suddenly shuddered. And I knew the reason. CT started to mumble the exact words that she had carved onto the cardboard, but this time her voice changed. She sounded like a demon. Her voice was deeper and lower.
My boss assigned a schedule amongst her staff. I was unfortunately scheduled for the night shift on Fridays. I didn't usually mind, as we didn't get a whole lot of business around.
Cadence, cut that down, cut that down.
My boss was pretty laid back and didn't mind if I went on my phone during business hours, so long as I got all my work done. I remember dozing off repeatedly due to the fact that I wasn't fully acclimated.
Why you look
to
at
night shift
McDonald's?
hours.
That's a cheap store.
That's when I heard someone making a psst sound. The kind of sound you make when you try to draw someone's attention. I noticed a customer trying to make an order outside, so I quickly greet them with my usual, "Hi, welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?" I then heard a man say, "One Whopper, please." "Yes, I want one Whopper, please." So I ended up saying, "This isn't Burger King, sir. We don't serve that."
Right?
I heard him chuckling profusely after I said that. I quickly checked the security camera, only to see a clown. The clown was standing in front of the drive-thru menu without a car. It's not Halloween, why the hell is this guy dressed up like that? I really didn't want to serve this guy, so I decided to use our company policy as a plausible excuse for him to exit the premises.
Can he see you?
Hi, sir. Unfortunately, you need to be in a vehicle in order to purchase something here. If you don't have a Whopper, I'll take a Baconator instead. I now could tell this guy was some random psycho harassing me.
I'm psycho.
I instinctively yelled, "Cops!"
We're bleeping that out.
I cautiously stick my head out the window, only to see the clown no longer there. A couple hours later, near the end of my shift, I notify my boss and fellow employees regarding the situation. They all dismiss my accusations by saying ignorant things like, "Did you get his autograph?" Or, "It was probably some guy that thought it was Halloween." I annoyingly pretend to be amused and head home.
Can't.
Really dreaded working this shift, especially after what transpired. I tried to convince myself that it would be highly unlikely that I encounter that clown again. As time went on, I remember dozing off as I get startled by another psst sound. I urgently check the security camera, but don't see anyone present. At this point, I genuinely thought I was hearing things due to my subconscious mind thinking about the clown. My paranoia must have been at the peak of its height.
I'm not scared.
That's when I turned my head towards the drive-thru window, only to see
Kaden!
the at me.
Oh, heck no!
Don't make me a Big Mac. I will kill you.
Ronald McDonald's, get out of that door here. Ew, he looks like Kaden, it's caught.
The clown knew my name. I immediately